type yes. And if the audio is coming through, just also type yes. So for me to know that the audio is coming through. I'm gonna wait for some minutes for more people to join in. Then we can now start the day. But if you can hear me, if the audio is coming through, just please. Let's see what the trade has for us today. As we all know, we are into the trade since last week, I believe Wednesday. The last stream we did, we're in this Euro Yen, and if we're still in, it has not taken us out. So we're still doing good with the trade. Because facing the supply on the daily, and that is pushing more, it's pushing back down. And let's see what the 1 hour is, 1 hour is saying. You see the move almost take us out. Almost. Thing. I really don't know why. Yeah, we're into the second move. Now, let's see any news coming up for today. Oh, okay. We have card news 3:30, but it's not that. It's BOC Business Outlook Survey. So there's not much news till Friday. But Friday we're gonna get that's a big news that can affect the market and move the market more. Well, let's see what we can do today. Let's move the stop loss to break even. Please, we are, yeah, 12 pips. Just looking at it, and that's what happened. It happened and it went back up. So, not much to look at on that aspect. For the Euro USD, Euro USD on the daily charts. It pushed down from the supply. It created a new supply here. And we still have a fresh one up here. And breaking also the trend line that I put there since Wednesday. Let's see what on 1 hour. As we know on the daily, it's downtrend. Same thing here on the 1 hour, it's downtrend. So if you're gonna get a potential of entering into this trade, let's say when you get to 21.81.89, I mean sorry 22.18, maybe we can be able by the supply here we can now trade it back to the demand. Just have to try as much as possible to follow the trend. because I believe the bank will try to push back just to buy a little bit and continue sell the euro. So it's very, very important for us to keep the patient and just wait. I'll be looking at 22.18 if I have to take the euro down, because looking at it on the daily, it's giving me that, yeah, he already break the trend line that I put in there, and there's a little bit, it create another supply here, so I want to trade it down to this demand here before we have to go back up to test this whole supply that is still here. This is a fresh one that is just creating, so okay. Let's look at GBP USD. Good morning, please. If you can hear me, if the audio come through, please just say something. Good morning, or just yes, the audio is coming through, so I will know the audio is coming through. Same thing happening on the daily of the. Let's wait for GBP USD to see. Good morning, Mr. Bright. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that the audio is coming through. Yeah, on the daily of the GBP USD, looking at it, we have a fresher supply here. Let's look to the left, see if you're gonna see anything. Yeah, that's why we'll see all this and this one. There's nothing new but this old supply here that has not been tested. Looking at it like GBP USD is trying to go up, but look at how it's going in the channel. What can GBP USD offer us? Right now, the trade has no meaning. To me, the trade has no meaning. Even on the 30 minute, if I even have to take the swing trade on it, I have to wait for it to come to 34.51 to be able to see if I can trade it back up. Yeah, I should drop more in the zone here. I have to draw down into this demand. Then I can see, okay, if it's a trade I have to take or not. There's nothing much to look at on the Euro USD, GBP USD for me. It doesn't make no sense right now. Everything just started. I just have to wait. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. How did you guys' weekend goes? Okay, here's the cat. What do you have for us? Here's the cat. Same thing. And here's the cat. We have to look at here's the cat. There's still a demand here that has not been reached. So the potential of the USD card, even though you have to push up, we have a little bit of a break here. So if I have to look at this, there may be a potential for me here on the lower time frame to shut this straight down on USD card. Let's see. Let's go to the 1 hour. What did I say? I'm not even looking at it and it's already occurring. You see on the 1 hour. You see the little one that I was talking about. You can see it here. There's a supply that to take it now. On this 30 minutes. Sorry, this 30 minutes. I need to look at the 1 hour. Yeah, this 1 hour. Yeah, see the supply. See, it's retesting it and it's reacting on it. If I have to take this trade, I have to wait for this candle to close because if you give me this bearish that is given to me, then I'm gonna take the trade back now. And I'll be a little bit aggressive on this trade for this morning. Let me set my trading this thing down and do my calculation. Here's the card. Let me use the key to see. It's already there. Okay, in 37 minutes. 37 minutes, 15 seconds. That's when it's gonna close. Guess it's creating another high. It's already on. It was a higher high. And creating another high. But the higher high is coming to where this supply is. So there's the potential of really shooting down. And if this Euro USD card have to go down, that means Euro is going up. And maybe if you look at, remember, we'll look at the Euro USD. I was saying it's gonna go back up a little bit before it comes down. So if it's going up, then this one is really coming down. That's what we have to look at. It's really going. It's gonna be perfect Monday today. The way I'm looking at this trade is really, really interesting to me. Come on, guys, I'm trying to set up this thing to be able to enter the trade. Need to get yourself in order, Sammy. Okay. Okay. Now I'm waiting, I'm just waiting for the candle to close. That's all I'm waiting for, just for the candle to close. If the candle close, I'm gonna go in the trade. But if you decide to push up, I'll be looking because these are all fresh. I mean, they are all older supply that have not been tested yet, and it has a potential of still pushing up into this. But with this candle, if you give me the bearish candle that I'm hoping it's gonna give me, the bearish engulfing candle, if you can engulf this bullish candle, then it shows to me that you want to go down, and that is when I'm really gonna like be aggressive on this to go to take it down. So that's why I'm waiting for the candle to close, because if I said okay, I want to enter the trade in here now, and what happened, the candle just decided it has not closed because I don't know which way it's gonna be, and decided want to shoot back up and maybe to go back and retest and take all the liquidity that is up here that was coming from there. I don't know. So that's why I really have to wait for the candle to close before I can make any move on this. But I really have my eyes on this trade. Really, really have my eyes on this trade. Let me keep it just on my trading view here to be watching it, so then I can look at another chart. Just don't keep it in one. Here's the chef. Let's see what I will give to us. Guys, remember, we always look at the same chart every day. The same chart every day. I will do the same analysis on the same chart, and that's how we're gonna get the same result. If you're jumping from one to one strategy to another, or one chart to another chart that we've not even backtested, or we don't even know how the chart work, then we're not gonna get the same result we're expecting to get. So you might look at it, okay, how come is looking at the same chart every time and only what it does is looking at the same supply and demand? Because that is only what it works. So let's look at the daily. I look at the daily because sometimes I do swing trade. I can go from daily to 4 hours. When I'm trying to swing trade, I use my 4 hours as my 4 hours or 1 hour sometimes. Mostly 4 hours for my swing trade. That's what I try to do. And I look mostly if I have to do into trade, maybe a day trading, I just look into the 30 minutes or for 15 minutes. Those two I used to look at to get a day trade charts and to see if anything can come out from there. But mostly I do swing trade with it on the supply and demand. I can look for long target with it. Well, you see, I already marked this out. I believe I marked this last week. Yeah, last week. Now you can see it's approaching it and running away from me. This is for me. This is a fresh supply. So this on the daily chart. So let's see what is the 4 hour saying. Yeah, I could see another move here. See, there's a demand here. That's the same thing. It will pull off a demand small on the 4 hour. What is my 1 hour saying? Really, 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 really. 27 minutes. Let me see the how big is this? This 34, 34 pips. If I have to take this, so if I have to give it a wiggle room, 34, 36 pips. OPM or even more. And I'll be targeting. Let me look at the daily gain. Yeah, I'm targeting this low of the day. That's 8,700. Take the trade on 1 hour. Targeting this 8,700. You see what I mean? If you look at the USD CAD, I think it's pulling back. Yeah, it's pulling back. So that's why it's very important for us to wait for the candle to close. Because by we waiting for the candle to close, then we can be able to see the direction of the market, where we're gonna take long or short. And that like that, you have to start when the candle also is telling you a story. You have to also listen to the story what the candle is telling you. Look at it. See, on the 1 hour, I was waiting for this to give me this bearish. But what happened? It's shooting back up. So you never know. You have to wait. That's what we're waiting for. Look, 5 minutes, 9 seconds is still pushing up. So like I said, if you push up more on this, then it's going to go and retest this zone, this one here. It will retest it. So he has all the zone that, all this liquidity that is here. He has to take them before he keep going. He's dropping back down. See, same thing I say on the trading view. These have this. If they hold, it's gonna drop. But if they not, this did not hold. This supply did not hold. It's going to test this. Going to test this one. And if this one did not hold, it's going to test this one. So there is a potential for long and also a potential for short. So you just have to wait and see which way the market is going. That's why they say trade what you see, not what you think. You have to let the chat is telling the story. Listen to the story. Don't assume in. So we have to listen to the story that the chat is telling us. Just have to wait and see. But I'll be watching it on the trading view. If you push more down and close, like I said, I'm gonna take aggressive. I'm aggressive entry on it. Yeah, let's look at New Zealand USD. Let's look at the New Zealand USD on the daily to see the direction. It's downtrend. Sorry, I mean USD yen is also down. It's really trying to climb up back. You see there's this big demand here. Oh, you can see this weak. And yeah, it's not, yeah. I don't know what to say about this. So just have to just have to see where it's gonna go. There's a little bit of supply here. And the suppliers when we test it, so it's not that it's strong. It's not strong. Look at this 1, 2, 3. So these can break it or it can reject it and push it back down. Maybe to go more down. Let's see if it has anything under, and nothing is under. It doesn't have anything on there, so then maybe you can go and create another new low, because the last low you created was here 2020 March. So let's see if we can decide to go back up from here. We'll see. If not, ready. Just have to prepare ourselves for any opportunity that will come. See, 1 hour is shooting now. All this, we see all this move, see all this step that is taking is all what happened. That the daily we see. No, just creating higher high, higher high, higher high. You can see from here. Let's say from here, it create a new high. This high is higher than this one. This one is higher than this one. See, and now you create another one. Okay, with this week, if I have to count the week, you see, just creating high. If I have to count higher high, higher close, this one is higher than this one. I create a new one, but it's ranging on this place right now. So look at this lower low that it created here and lower high, and you're already coming to test it and push back up. So let's see what is gonna happen. Yeah, in a way, you can take it as a trend continuation. Set this high here. What is your word to take for trend continuation? It's supply and demand mode. That's what you have to ask yourself. Really dropping aggressively. Let's look at the New Zealand USD. The daily. Let's look at the big picture of the daily. Yeah. Looking at the big picture of this daily, expecting it's up to this 73.89. Remember, nothing goes up forever, so it's doing a little bit of pullback. I believe it's still gonna go just doing just doing a little bit of pullback, and after the pullback, there will be another move up. This let's check it out. Oh, as you see on the 4 hour, it's approaching the 71.72. So you see the candle is getting weaker and weaker. So this is a sign that yes, the sellers are getting weaker and weaker. The buyers is gonna step in probably. And when the buyers step in, from here, they take the trade back up, they push it back up. So I have another trade I have to look at, the Brazilian USD. Now it's gonna be my entry time frame. For now, good morning, Shagun. How you doing? How was the weekend? You are looking to buy New Zealand USD, looking to sell USD Chef, looking to sell USD Chef and USD CAD. The opportunity come. So let's look at AUD Japanese yen. AUD Japanese yen. Let's take a look at that. AUD ZN. I have to wait for this chat to load all the time. I don't know why this thing is doing this. AUD is up trying himself. Let's create a new high. The daily chat. Because I believe you still have a little bit of a little bit of demand. Yeah, see, up trying. That's a little bit of demand, yeah. And a little bit want something small. So yeah. But looking at the big picture, this is where the AUD is going to. If you have to go more home, this is where it's going to. Yeah, it's already taking the liquidity that is here. That's why it's pushing them back or down. But if this have more strength, you can still push up that to 8173. 8173 might be the perfect one to be able to short it on a daily. That should be gonna be a long swing trade. You have to do that. See, it's pulling down. You have to. There's also another potential event here, right? Before getting down to this one. So looking at this one on the 4 hour, to see any reaction here. If this one will hold to go up, then it will be a short pullback. Then it's going back to this 81.38 on the 4 hour. Let's see if you don't want to make a big, don't want to have a too big stop loss. This one is already testing. And we have to wait for this one, something here. You even see the wick of the seller pushing in, trying to take it down. Yeah, new week. We just have to wait and just watch what is gonna happen. Might get a trade and we might not. What I'll be doing now is on the Telegram that we just created. I'll be posting any trade and any trade idea that I see, and the one I'm about to take or the one I'm willing to take. I'll just post it there, and we can all discuss it together. And what will happen is maybe we'll also make a video of those trade and discuss it later how it goes. So we both learn. We can both learn from the trade. Looking at this high, that's great here. We have potential of resistance in a way. Well, looking at the gold, let's look at it from the daily to see the perspective of the longer time of the. If you have to take the gold, okay. Gold have left the supply, coming to the little bit of a demand here, and I believe right here. You can see, yeah, it has already break this little bit of demand here, and it's coming. It's pulling back up, down, up again. So I believe if gold should push more down to the 78, then it can have more liquidity to be able to go back up to 1952. Yeah, that's on the daily. Let's go on a 1 hour. See, look what happened. You see, just tap the demand on the 1 hour, the 1880. Just stop it and it's pushing back up. So, but yeah, you can see come down a little bit before going up. That's one thing about gold. You can still come down a little bit, maybe make a double bottom, then it shoot back up. Never know. Gold, gold is something you cannot predict what's gonna happen. And when it moves very fast. See on the 30 minutes. When it moves fast. See on the 30 minutes, you have any resistance. There's a demand here. I mean, a supply waiting on it here. So that's why you can see the push up, push down, push up, push down. That we'll see on the 1 hour. That's like it's getting weaker. There's a little bit of supply here. Because the people that sell that when they were here, coming back in there again. And the buyer were like, no, we want to go up. No, we want to go down. No, we want to go up. No, we want to go down. That's what they're fighting right now. So let's see what is going to happen. But my prediction on this gold aspect, they say, if this gold could, if it could, what I'm saying is getting weaker and weaker here. So I don't think the buyer, they have more strength, push more up. As you can see, it's creating different. See, the candle is getting weak. The momentum that comes from here, is reducing over here. It's reducing. It's reducing. It's only here that's okay. I can see I'm starting to push up, but the sellers they say no. So they got my push down a little bit, maybe to 1830. If not, then we're gonna look at this 1818 that we saw in 1 hour for pushing back up again. Yeah, yeah, before pushing back up again because he needs the strength to be able to carry himself. So he needs something to take along to be able to push himself up. Yeah, now we have to look at it. And zone of this year, already taking it out. And let's just say a little bit of more. It's 1 year before, taking out, penetrating to it. It's normal year, but there is still liquid. So that's one thing. There's a big supply here. See the demand, the fresh. They've not even tested. So would have those potential still going, have the potential of still going down. She has left the supply here, and all the liquidity that was here, he has taken them. So still go back down. So gonna wait and see what will happen on that. That was a demand. There was a demand here, but that's why it's no more valid. That's why we don't see it. It's one, there's one here. See from here. This already take all the liquidity that went all the way up here. Yeah, taking them. And come down to take this one down. Yeah, he's having a challenge on that 1850. Yeah, 1850 is also not. So that's why he's having a challenge to. He can have a reject and come back down. Like you said, come back down into that same zone. Rest a little bit. Take more seller than people that are selling. Just push them in and it's going down, it's going down. He suck them in. Take all the liquidity. Just push himself back up. You know, need some fall to strength drive long distance. So you need the sellers to come in and give him the that it goes up. So that is Monday. So that's my prediction on gold. Let's see how it's gonna work out. I'm just joining my thoughts in my head. There's thoughts in my head on this. How they come, yeah, to here, yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't want the big one. And you have any, you get all you need, and you can offer me and to shoot back to this one here. That is my thoughts on gold. But I have to, if I have to trade it, I trade what I see, what I think. That's always tell a story. You have to be a good listener to really understand the story. If you're not a good listener, there's no way you can understand the story. Yep. What should I do, guys? What should I do now? I think Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand. I think on the 15 minutes chats or 30 minutes chats, can have something on it. The daily chat is already on the lower down trend. Almost. It didn't touch it. Almost touched the 68.38. So he's trying to like create a this candy is not yet close, so we don't know if it's gonna be an uptrend, downtrend. But overall, it's on downtrend. If there's gonna be a pullback from here, we have to see if this zone will hold. It's a demand that is here. It's gonna hold. Let's look at it on 1 hour. Yeah, on 1 hour. You see, there's a higher close here on this candle, and which is there's a liquidity here, which is the supply. So you see, there's one here, this drop, base drop, here, and this one came and took out this one, dropped out back, and this one came up here to take out this one, which is, if you look at it, this one here. Oh, come on. Okay, let me just put it here. So that's what is reacting on this one here. So I believe there's more room to the downside. There's more room to the downside. Show you a little bit. And how I do my back testing on supply and demand, mostly if I like normally if there's nothing to trade and just waiting and looking for trade. Yeah, all I just do is just go and do some testing. Why there's nothing to do, I'll just take a trade and just test it and test it. Let me just show you guys how yeah, I do my normal day trading, swing trading, anything trading setting. Let me Let me switch the chats to put chats now. Yeah, that's the one. Normally I come to my daily, just from daily, just take any random period from daily. See, I have a lot of marks and everything on it, but no problem. Let's go as back as 2017. Okay, I just say from here, July 2017 or May 2017. No problem. Well, this is the daily. Then what will I do from here? All I need to do is just to look at the supply, the demand, and the opportunity that I can be able to get. I'll look at it. I'll just mark it this way. See, rally base, rally. I can just put this here. It's for me. There's a fresh. Is the other. Yep. And I'll look to the left. You see, there's here. There's nothing. There's nothing. I'm only having this one and above it. There's this week. It has nothing because you already break it and it's still here right now. So I can sometimes I'll just play. Let's just show me what you have. Another high. It has to break it. Doesn't break it. There's nothing. Yep, now I break it. Then I'm gonna mark another one here. I'll be looking. And I can just do this 1, 2, 3. Cannot see what happened. I think I need another high. See this small here. I heard of any tiny one. Cannot see it. Then from here, I'll be waiting. If it comes here, I'll go to the lower time frame, which is on 1 hour. See, it's not coming. Wait, break it. Yeah, that is it. Just have to wait. See, if you guys see what I see. Oh no, this way. I want this way. Uh, If I could, if I like I was already on the 1 hour, I could have get it straight. Look at this drop and look at the retest of it. The lower, 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 lower. Okay, let's see. Right here, there's a small one here. It's a long week. Now let's play. And let me wait. There's a big one here. Yep. Now I tested it. Then what happened? I'll take. I'll just take. Okay, I one long. Yeah. Just 2 pips away from the week. This is the week. Let's go. Yeah, 2 pips. Target have to be in there. Now let's play the game. As we know, you're already in. After if you break this, I'm gonna move to break even. Yep. Then I'm gonna move my stop to break even. Already secure some things in the back. Then what happened? I'm looking up. This is my target. But this is my biggest target here. This is just the first one. Let me put it that way. So continue. It's getting weaker. See this candle. See, it's getting weaker. Having a reaction here. It's getting weaker. If this candle drop more to this place, then I'm gonna move my break even somewhere here to just take something small again, not just to break even alone, just to take something small out of the market. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, almost. Still in. Um, that's what I do, guys. So just test and record. Let me see, I'm still here. Then let me put this back here. Yeah, it broke it. This I have to bring this one here. So I've already checked. Let's say I have I use 2% of my account or 1% or anything I have to do. I normally just take 50% out, or then I have the rest in to let it run. If I'm gonna have a long trade, so right now I'm already taking something out and see have something left on it, and I'm just pushing it up. So I'm not gonna be only the break even, but I'm gonna be also have a potential of getting something back also with a spread to cover it. So what I'm doing right now is just waiting for this to hit my take profit here to come back to this supply that is here, because he has to retest this supply before he can have a reaction back. He's having these difficulties to break because of all this ILO, and if you look left, there is a wick here. See here. So those are the things that is disturbing it. And look at this one here. Remember, see this. So if he can break it, then it's going back here to touch this one. So let's see what happened. Woo! Guys, what did I say? See what happened? See what just happened? Okay. I said it. If he can be able to break this, it's going there to test it. And what happened? It's the red inside it. So he's having a reaction here because this is a supply. He's having a reaction by the in the supply to be able to see, okay, what am I gonna do from here now? There's all this liquidity that is here, you wanna take them. All this money that is here, you wanna take them. Look, the most funniest thing, how this candle just swipe in and really go deep into it, penetrate into it, and come down. Take all the people that have their stop loss on top of this place, on this higher high, higher low, all the stop loss that is there, you take it. Another candle open next to it, it went back up again to retest it back again to take more of the liquidity, and now it's pushing back down. See? So that's how I do my back testing mostly. Every day I just when I'm waiting for trade, a trade is not coming up and I have nothing to do. Instead of me waiting, I just take a pair. I try as much as possible to back test it to gain um some knowledge about the supply and demand on it. How does it work? Does it work effective? Does it work randomly? Does it work every time? It's not like the supply and demand is gonna work every time. That's what I want you guys to understand. Well, it's not like a magic trick. It's not like something that you just but it works on um all pairs I can say and all um what is it called instruments. But you need to backtest it to see how often does it work on it. How often does it work? You know. So that's what you need to do. You need to just just take your time and backtest it and have confidence on that pair. Have confidence on how it works. You know, because sometimes you need to know how this what you see. The more you spend with the chat, the more you develop some things yourself to be able to read the supply and demand to be able to say, okay, I've seen this before. This happened when this occur. You know, like I told you guys, if I see breakdown of this, I'm gonna move a little bit up because what is having a challenge, is having a difficulties of breaking because I've come across this many times that if you cannot break it, it will just come back really down. But if you could break it, and what happened, it will go back to where he's wanna go. Because the moment he finish in the demand, he has to go to the supply. Is it that is how it is, a supply and demand, guys. So you need to be able to know that yes, it moved from one place to another. I have a product I want to sell. This product is €5. Another person have a product they want to sell. The product is what? It's also €5. It's the same amount. But nobody's really everybody's buying it for that. Okay, it's €5, €5, but what happened if the products drop a little bit? I could buy it for let's say €4 and the other person is selling it €5. Yeah, many people will come down to where they can buy it for €4 or maybe it's $4 of $3 of €2, $2, $3. You buy it cheap. And what happened? And they could be able to okay, I have enough of it. Let me go and sell it. Or let me make use of it on something else. And they put more money on it. So it rise up like that. So that is why I see supply and demand in my own I try to use it in my own knowledge, in my own way, how I can be able to analyze it and be able to put it to my own understanding. And this is what I do mostly. I just backtest it, and after doing this, I record it down. I make screenshots of it. I put it on Excel. I try to see the result of it, how it is, and later I check it. I go back into it again and look at it. What worked? What did not work? What am I thinking when I was looking at the trade? What was my emotion with the trade? And how many times does this kind of one work? This is what I do, guys. This is what I do. This is what I do. Yeah, not really. Supply and demand works on any single pair, but it does not work every time. Let's remember that it is not sort of a magic trick or some or sort of sources of so. I want you to know that it is still a numbers game. That is what supply and demand is. It's a numbers game. That is what the trading in itself is. A numbers game. No matter how you trade supply and demand, or no matter you trade any strategy, there will be losses. That's one thing you have to know. There will be losses. Just simple as that. Always remember, it's a numbers game. If you have this at the back of your head, that is a numbers game, believe me, you will be calm, because when you allow what does it go? You allow your win to be more than your loss. Just as soon as you follow your rules, follow your strategy, and you do that 100% all the time, your risk to reward ratio is, let's say, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, as minimum as you want. It depends on you. Even though you lose, let's say, 50% of the time, you will still come ahead. Because why? Because of your risk to reward ratio. So always follow your rules, man. Try as much as possible to take a time to backtest the strategy. So guys, this is what I do. This is how, if you want me to make a video of how to backtest it in the full details, I can do that. There's no problem. I can just take my time and just make a video about it and show you more. And if you have any questions, just hit me up on the chat. Just drop a chat, drop a question. I'll answer you, and we'll talk. Always just remember. Look, we've been in the month. We've been looking at the chat now. There's no yet trade. But when the trade comes, because we already prepare, we already analyze, now we are waiting. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. And what happened? I mean, look how long I've been waiting for this. This what is it called? This Euro USD that we just did the back testing of it. I went from the daily. I marked the supply on the daily, or the demand from the daily. From the daily, I moved to my 1 hour. 1 hour was just waiting to see what was gonna happen. You see how long I was waiting for it. I was just waiting and waiting, and what happened? Waiting for it till it was here. It went up all the way here. But because I already marked this down, I already marked this down, I'm just waiting for it to come to my demand. Then I can be able to take the trade. If it doesn't come to my demand, I'm not taking any trade. And what happened? The trade does what? It comes direct into my demand. And I set my stop loss and my take profit. And what happened? The trade take me in. But if I did not prepare myself for this on time, how will I be able to take the trade? I will not know how to take this trade. So it's very, very important, guys. Always prepare yourself for the trade. Prepare yourself all the time. Yeah, that is how I analyze my charts. That is how I backtest my supply and demand. There's more to it. There's more to it. I'm just giving you just a little bit of it, but there's more you have to look at. There's, aggressive way, there's conservative way, there's different way you can use enter the market with supply and demand, and that even the one I used to do set and forget. I do that mostly on my swing trade. The moment I normally look at the direction of the market. When I see the direction of the market from the daily or sometimes from the weekly, and if from there I see that the markets where my trading time frame is the same thing, it align with what the daily or the weekly is talking about. When the trade is coming down, I'll just look for my entry. I comes to my entry place. I set and forget. So guys, that is how it works. That is how it works. Yeah. So that is how it works. We're still waiting. You see, on the Euro New Zealand, like you said, I want to wait for it to come here. I don't want to rush it to enter from here. I know this is the supply, but the supply has been broken. That's why you don't see it this color here. If you can be able to practice it, you know yourself. But this is a big drop, and this is where you start from. So this, here, it tested it, come back in here and see, oh, look, times, dip in. Yeah, me, I'm waiting for it here. And when it comes in here, I can try to, okay, I want to take it back in here. Yeah, that is how it works, guys. That is how it works. Everything is supply and demand. Just know what you're doing. So the euro yen that we took on Wednesday, I believe. Since was it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember anymore. That we took the trade. I'm still in it. Already the first take profit already hit. Yeah, but I'm still in the trade till now. I'm up now on roughly 38 pips on it. Euro yen. It's the same method, the same supply and demand that I use. Sometimes I can be in the trade for a long time with it. If it keep going my way, why do I need to go out from it? Why do I need to go out? You know, just be patient. Just be patient. Patient with your trade. Be patient. You need to learn yourself how to trade. Look, this is the trade. See, I'm still in. This is my take profit. The second one. The first one is already hit. So I'm on the second one right now. You see the roller coaster going up and down, going up and down. But I never let it scare me. I believe my internet went off again. This internet. I don't know if I'm live because I think my internet is off. I don't really know now if I'm live or not live. This thing is really, really getting me angry. If the internet is back. Oh, good, 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 good. Sorry, guys. Like I was saying, I think I'm gonna cut off the stream version because this internet, the way it's just fluctuating, I don't really understand. I need to call the provider again to do something with it. Well, sorry. Look, this is my second take profit, so I'm still waiting for it to just hit. So if you break this, like this is for me a potential for another resistance that is gonna like the stop it to get to reach down to where he has to get to. If you have that momentum that is taken from here till that we have this momentum come, if this candle become more bigger and drive more, I will stay with it. But if this candle is weak, the way it's getting weaker and weaker here, I'll move my stop loss more back into on this hedge here. So I will try to secure some profit. Like I can move my stop loss down here. Yeah. Then I can try to secure some profit from that. See. So but I can look to the left and see this way I'm targeting here. But this, remember, is a supply and demand. You still have the potential of saying, okay, I'm going back to where this demand is. All those people that buy from here, I need to take them out. All I need to take them out because now they will be afraid. All these people that have this long buy, they will be closing their buy, and the more they are closing their buy, the more it's pushing down. When I see pushing down, I can still move my take profit more down. It doesn't have anything. I'm in already. It's not about greedy or anything. I'm just moving the stop loss to be following it. When it creates another lower low for me, I move down. Already here, I have a lower low here. Because if you look, this low is lower than this low. So this, I have a lower low here. So I can still move my take profit or my target down here a little bit. So to catch more pips. So guys, that is it. If you guys want me to leave this, I can just leave this on. Because I don't want the stream to just be just silent. There's not much going on right now. The chat for me. Let me just move this TP down there. See if I can get the whole groups like can plan it too, and this is gonna be. See, this is the second take profit, and everything is gonna come to. And the whole take profit is 126.35. Okay, guys, I have to go. I just want to say thanks for coming on the live stream. I really appreciate it. I hope I didn't waste much of your time and you really enjoy the stream. If you have any question, you can just hit me up on the Instagram or leave a comment on the YouTube. I will get back to you. I read all the comments and I really appreciate all you guys leaving comments and everything. It really means a lot. I really appreciate you guys. I really I really appreciate you guys for your comments and your effort of coming down and chatting with me, sitting down here watching me, my boring voice, the way I trade, and you guys listening. I really, really appreciate it, guys. Um, Diggling Deef, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate. 1964 Paco, hello. Okay, guys, I have to really go. Once again, thanks a lot for coming. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, subscribe, and share. It really means a lot to me, and also to help the algorithm of the YouTube to be able to push this content out.